So you start as a thought. Everything in this universe is a thought. And in your physical shoes, you are a thought which thinks, and then each thought you're thinking is a separate point of free will within this universe. So source, as we could call it, which is divine consciousness, it is oneness, is always after the fresh new perspective. It's always after the point of perspective. So it's gaining these new perspectives through each new thought that it thinks. So you are a source thought, so to speak, here in a physical body. You're expressing yourself physically. But what this means is that you're 2 points of perspective now, suddenly, the minute you focus into your physical body. You are your larger source self perspective, we could call this the higher self, and you are your perspective that you experience through your physical expression here on this planet. Now, the issue with this is, you are now 2 points of perspective. So down here, when you are experiencing your physical life, you are honing your new ideas. So let's say that you experience a negative relationship. Instantly in the moment you're experiencing your negative relationship, you are creating the idea of your idea of a perfect relationship. And your source self, higher self, instantly adopts that vibration. You're essentially telling your higher self what to become. This is how Source knows what it is. So us here in the physical, we are helping Source know itself. It knows itself through your desire. That's why desire is such an incredibly important emotion and sensation. It's because it is through desire that Source knows the new space to evolve into. So we are basically causing the expansion of the universe through our own desires. So the second you give rise to this desire, let's say that you are experiencing a bad relationship and you say, I would like this good relationship and this is what it looks like to me. Even if you're not consciously aware that you're doing this, your higher self, which does not think thoughts which hold a resistant vibration, becomes one with this new vibration of the perfect relationship. And then if you're going to think thoughts now, which are in opposition to that vibration, things like, I want this relationship, but I don't think I deserve it. I want this relationship, but I have never known this kind of relationship. Then you are holding yourself in a dissonance with this point of perspective, which you have put there, you've created it, through your life down here in the physical. And so now you are feeling the emotional indication of this dissonance between where you are and where all your desires are and where your higher self is now. So the emotional, I guess you could call it a scale. The emotional scale, because it looks, each successive emotion looks vibrationally higher and higher, the closer you get to freedom and joy. Basically, your emotions are your indication as to this spatial difference between where you are and where your desires are and where your higher self is. So that's really important. That means that if you get in touch with your emotions, they can be your actual guide as to whether you're faced in the direction of what you want or in opposition of what you want. The better you feel, the closer you are to this thing which you yourself has created. And the worse you feel, the farther in opposition you are to this thing which you created. Does that make sense?